All right, welcome guys to our broadcast number 18. And like you saw on the little tag there, 3 elements of control. Now, if you're new joining us, we're on our 18th broadcast, and we do these every week, every Friday at 9 a.m. And these are done for you. So it's important for me to share some lessons important to me that my dad shared with me throughout the years. And these broadcasts are not very long, and I give you a task, something to do, an exercise, a technique, a concept, and we talk about just rattling some beliefs, changing, modifying our approach, our mindset, our attitude, just to keep an edge. And we want an edge, it's very important. So we'll just give people another 10 seconds to get on the broadcast. And as always, these get posted to my wall, so you can always watch them later, tonight or tomorrow. If you have any questions throughout the broadcast, if I say something or talk about something and you want to have more details or more in-depth answers, just post them in the comments and we'll answer them live on the fly right away. So Friday for me was always my time with my dad, and we do our own private workout together. And it was just a time to reflect and talk and train. So I hope that you're also doing that. You're reading, you're thinking, and you're trying to always improve every area of your life, whether it's your physical fitness or your attitude or your relationships with people around you that you love, taking care of them, and removing people that don't really help you or serve you or help you grow. And also in your financials and your prosperity and your wealth, that you're making the right choices and you're investing and growing in every area. So today's lesson is something that's important, and I've talked about this briefly before, is amnesia. We all forget. This is something part of our human, I guess the way we're wired. We get so caught up in our life and our routine, and then we just need to be snapped out of that trance. It's almost like we're hypnotized, and we just go through our day. And because our system, our subconscious mind controls everything in our body, our digestion, our like beating our heart, pumping our blood, breathing, we just get into that trance. And I'm here to snap you out of it. You ready? 1, 2, 3, snap. Snap out of it. Stop and breathe. The 3 elements of control. First one, control of your breath. Do you realize how lucky you are right now to be breathing and alive and here? Did you take the time today? If not, I'm doing that to you right now. Stop. Breathe. Stop what you're doing. Sit down. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Whether you feel good or you feel bad, you feel stressed out or not or happy, doesn't matter. You should always take the time to stop and breathe and feel. So today's lesson really ties into feeling your life. Feel your life. How wonderful it is to be here. It's a miracle. But how often do we not just stop and breathe like this for 5-10 minutes and be happy? So that's the first element. Do something each day to snap yourself out of that hypnosis. I want you to hypnotize yourself, but in a positive way. Put an alert on your phone. Put a note on your mirror in your bathroom because you go there, brush your teeth, and get ready for the day. Put a note there and say whatever you want. Hey, stupid. Breathe and be aware of breath. Like, use any words you want to snap yourself out yourself with a note in your car, but somewhere to just remind you to slow down and to feel your life, feel your breath. That's the first element today. Second, control over your negative thoughts. We all have negative thoughts. We all have thousands and thousands of thoughts every day. And some are positive, and most people and most thoughts are negative. How do we counter negative thoughts? We counter them with, what's the answer? How do we control negative thoughts? Are we getting any life on the feed? No comments.
I'm mesmerized.
How do you control negative thoughts? Gratitude. That's how you control negative thoughts. Whatever's happening in your life, like however stressful, or you feel bad, you feel depressed, or you like any negative thought that you're not good enough, or like any thought really that is negative, gratitude. Sit down, write, or just sit and reflect and think of all the things that you're grateful for. I know for all my American friends, this is like Thanksgiving weekend, so obviously they're very grateful, but not just being grateful once a year. You want to be grateful daily, hourly, with every breath you're grateful. So it takes some effort, some concentration to do this, but very, very powerful. So whenever a negative thought comes into your consciousness, go back to, what am I grateful for? And that'll counteract. Second part. Third part is control of your body. Doing something with your body, whether it's stretching, conditioning, muscle control, martial arts. Do something physical, because it brings you back to that awareness, to feeling your life. When you stretch. When I stretch, that's my gratitude time. When I'm stretching out and I feel tension, I associate that tension to a negative thought or negative feeling. And as I stretch, I release that negative thought, that negative feeling. So you can draw upon those metaphors when you're training. So keep those in mind. Those are the three areas that I want you to focus on. 3 elements of control over the breath, right? The breath. What's the second one? The thoughts. Have gratitude. And the third is control over your body. Do something with your body. Last, let's move along into internal work. We've done this for the past 2 weeks. Lots of good comments, and some people are doing this with their kids or family or spouse. So I like to hear that. So please share any good feelings that you have doing these exercises. It's important to me. This next exercise I love to do, just that you need, if you have neighbors or if you're in your cubicle at work or wherever you are, this is going to do a lot of noise. So do this one in the privacy of your own home, and have enough space to move your arms. So you plant your feet shoulder width apart, legs stay locked so that the energy flows up and down through your circuitry, up and down. And we'll focus on slapping our hands in front of us at the height of our throat. And we snap back behind you. Try to snap back as far up as possible and work that shoulder flexibility. So I want you to slap in front, slap back, front, back. That's your move, okay? So. I won't do all 360 reps, but you're trying to move up to 360. Your hands, your poor little hands, will hurt at first. But if you're doing any type of Kung Fu training, then there's something called iron palm training. And this is very good to have very strong hands. If you're a fighter, then this is great to just strengthen up the whole, the bones, the skin, ligaments in the hands. So as you smash up and you smash back. In the end, when you can move up to 360 reps, you feel like you have fire in your hands, and it's an awesome feeling. Like I love to feel my hands after this particular one. And what I do that I didn't share last week is I usually do this exercise first while my hands are on fire. Then I move to my ears and do all 3 moves and snap and then wash the face. It just adds an element of bliss, and I just feel great as I do this one first, as my hands are very warm on fire, and I push all that energy onto my head for the benefits that we talked about last week. So that's our recap. Those are the things I want you to focus on today. Elements of control, snap out of it daily. Write a note somewhere, an alert on your phone, anywhere that it reminds you, hey, stop, slow down, breathe, and be grateful that you're alive, that you're here and breathing. Like the old saying, stop and smell the roses. So the roses can be anything. Your child, your wife, your life. Anything, you're here. You have 2 arms, 2 legs, your eyes. All these things that you're grateful for. And then remember to move and use movement in stretching, in conditioning, in muscle control that I talked about before, and martial arts. And then do this one exercise before doing the chi flow to the head that I talked about last week. If you have any questions or comments, let me know right now. I'll stay on for another 10 seconds. And again, happy Thanksgiving to my American friends, and also to everyone. Be grateful, always be thankful, and I'll see you next week.
This is so important. Most people are so cynical as they age. People tend to take life for granted.
Lots of good comments coming in for sure. It's nothing new, it's not rocket science, and it happens to me, it happens to everybody at any level of success, or like anybody really. We just get trapped in our day and we forget this stuff. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful. Just that one breath up and down is the miracle of life. And always be reminded by that. I really hope that you're able to do something in your home, in your car, in your office, just to remind you of this. It's so important. It'll add more happiness. And we talked about this before. What's the number one reason why we age? It's stress. So we need to release that stress with the breath and with gratitude. Always a pleasure to teach, to share. And I hope that this information lands not on deaf ears, but you're actually going to implement what you learn on these small but very valuable broadcasts and teachings that we do together every Friday. So again, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.